Okay, so we're gonna just roll in between our knees and our hips. And so let's just start off and roll the backs of our hamstrings. So take your roller or take a ball. I'm gonna use the roller right now. And let's get the backs of our hamstrings. So I kind of want you to see how your legs feel having rolled a little bit. And I know that most of you didn't already roll. So let's just roll the center of our hamstrings. So you can be on your hands. You can take your right leg on top of your left. You can work your arms onto your leg. So I kind of like this position, and then I'm engaging my core. Did she just say core already? I did. I'm engaging my core so that my spine is long and not hunched. And then turn your foot out to the side. Get that outer side. That IT band. And then come back to center. Turn your foot in and get that inner thigh. And just roll, take your time and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then find one more little spot here and turn in again. So this is so we don't spend as much time. I want you to get that inner groin muscle. So this is the one person I want you to focus on, Vicky. I mean, this is good for all of you, but this is just that inner thigh that we don't get enough love for. Good. And then turn your foot out. So if you have more issues with your IT band, you can focus more on the outside of your leg. If you have more issues on the inside, just see what feels good though, just experiment. And then work the ball or the roller up just to the bottom of your glutes. And then roll in. Nice. Come back to center. Roll out. This is one of those areas that I think is really overused and underloved. Nice. And then just breathe. Nice. And then let's take the ball or the roller underneath your left glute. I like to take it at an angle. And if you're on the ball, you're just going to hold little points and stay there. And if you're on the roller, then you can do more rolling. So just whatever tool you have, use that. Nice. So this feels really good after the work we did yesterday. We've been working hard this week. If you're running, if you're walking. And I just kind of want you to notice how your practice feels having done some of this rolling first. Nice. Good. And then we're going to turn onto our side. So take the roller just below where your leg attaches to your hip and your hip point. So you can take that right leg over your left. You can have your knees parallel. You're going to probably be on your elbow. See what feels good in your body. Nice. So I'm kind of getting the side of my hip and then the bottom of my glute. This is feeling pretty good. And then besides just going up and down, try rolling towards me and away from me. So towards the camera, computer, and away. Nice. And breathe. Nice. And then turn onto that TFL muscle. So right at that corner of your left hip. So turn at an angle and right where that fifth hand pocket is in a pair of jeans, that little mini pocket. So one of my friends who has some serious issues with her sacroiliac joint has actually got something called the hook, because this is a pretty tough muscle to get. So if you're not feeling anything, you could use a lacrosse ball. But this is really a great muscle to get if you have issues with your psoas, with your sacrum. And breathe. Nice. And then maybe rock side to side. So to the right and to the left. So really getting in there. And then finally turning on to the top of your quad and your hip flexor. So I feel like we do a lot of work in this area in this class. And we don't give enough love to this area. So breathe, lengthen your spine. And then finally bring the roller all the way just above your knee. You're facing the floor, you're probably on your elbows. You're rolling forward and back. I could probably stay here most of the day. There's a lot of information I'm getting, a lot of feedback I'm getting from these quads. Why don't we hang out more doing this? Nice. Good, and then roll on up. And then sit. And just notice, like my left leg is actually physically longer than my right. It's laying nicely on the mat. And it just feels nice and relaxed versus my left leg is feeling longer than my right. And then let's just do the same thing on your other leg. So for me, I'm going on my right. I don't know where you started. So again, left ankle can be on top of right. You can lift on up onto your hands. And then if you're doing that, engage your core as well. So you're not putting all the weight into your hands. And just take the roller underneath your hamstrings. Sorry, Vicky, I didn't explain it well. What are we doing? Yeah, so just start with rolling forward and back and breathing. And if it's too much on your hands, then just roll your leg with your hand. So if it's hurting your wrists. Nice. Then start to turn your left foot in and get that inner groin muscle. So turn that foot in towards your bed, Barzanay. Yeah, I think that's the one. I think that's the one we want to get. So if you want to spend more time here, you spend more time here. I think, Melissa, this is your spot. Nice. Good, and then stay there if that's your spot, or turn your foot out and get that higher IT band. Or just check it out, see, and one leg's gonna be different than the other. Nice. And then take the roller or the ball a little bit higher up on your hamstrings, closer to your glutes. So just below your glutes and do the same thing. So turn your foot out to the right. Nice. Back to center and then turn your foot in. So get that inner groin muscle. Breathe. And lengthen your spine. I'm going to keep my foot turned in. If you want to now take your foot out, my leg is saying, I really like this spot. So I'm just here to give you a guide, or you can come back to center. Breathe. Nice. And then let's make our way onto our glute. on our right leg. So I would sit up on the roller, or if you're on the ball, you can just take a pinpoint. So we're kind of getting our piriformis, our glutes. Nice. And then rock forward and back. So the glute muscle is like this big band. It's really wide and it goes around. So it's kind of the main boss here. So we want to really give it some love. Nice. Good. And then let's move on to our side. So just the top of where your leg connects with your hip. So in between there and the lower part of your, or the side part of your glute, and just rock from side to side. And sometimes there's spots here, I get a really sensitive spot. So you don't want it to be painful. So listen to your body. Right? We're learning about ourselves, who we already are. And your body will tell you, like, no, that's not right. That's not a good spot. Good. And then roll towards me and away. Towards me and away. Nice. Breathe. Nice. And then let's roll on that TFL. So right where that fifth pants pocket would be. So you're kind of at an angle on the ball or on the roller. And just kind of roll in there. You can go up and down. You can go side to side. You can use a lacrosse ball. Not me. That would kill me. That would be way too much. Nice. And then turn all the way towards the mat and get the roller underneath on top of your quad and the top of your hip. So the top of your quad, the top of your hip. Keep that length in your spine. Be mindful of your neck. Maybe go up and down, maybe go side to side. And then when you're ready, move the ball or the roller to the lower part of your quad, just above your knee. We're getting the part of our quad that affects our knees and the part of the quad that affects our hips. So if you have an area that it's feeling more relevant, you stay there. And just notice what your body's telling you about where you're really tight, where you're really achy, what part really needs to be taken care of. Nice. And roll on up. Sit with your legs out. Nice. And then just notice how both of your legs feel, how they're more even, how they're splaying onto the mat. And then we're going to go to one more spot for Deb M for her low back that she requested. So I'm going to switch to the ball because I think that's a nicer tool here, or you can use your roller. Just you check in with your body. I'm going to take the ball just above my left hip, lay on my back, and start there. And then I'm going to turn my knees to the left. So this is going to get your QL, it's called. So just start with your knees facing the ceiling and just start rolling into your low back. You could do it sitting up. And so the ball or the roller is just above your left hip point. And then start to take your legs Your knees bent over to the left. And now you're really coming in at an angle there and maybe getting closer towards your psoas. So just like the TFL in the front, this is a really great way to get this area that you can't really get in a regular yoga pose. Nice. Then press into your feet, lift the ball or the roller, go to the other side. So just take a moment and press into the ball, maybe pressing your feet, knees are facing the sky. Get the superficial muscle at the top here. You could be sitting up, you could be laying down. And then roll your knees to the right. And really dig in there. Let's see. I like that, Deb Rauscher. So if you're on a roller, you're kind of up a little bit. But bend your knees, Deb, and roll to the right. So yeah, so roll your legs to the right and get that side part. Yeah. And then roll in there. That's a little deeper. It's a little nicer. Nice. And then come back to center. Do a quick roll on your lower back because we're here. Nice. Good job. And then you can put the roller away, the ball away. Nice. Just take a moment to lay onto your back. Notice how your legs feel and your low back feels. Nice. And then let's come into our practice. So, of course, sitting your hands around your waist. Take a moment. Inhale, pressing your shoulder blades into the mat, pressing your feet into the mat, expanding. Exhale, press the air out. Inhale, pressing your shoulder blades, lengthen your spine, expand your breath. Exhale, press the air out. Nice. And then inhale, send that right leg up. You can bring your fingertips onto your leg as long as your shoulders don't come off the mat. And then inhale, press your heel away. Exhale, pull your toes towards you. Good. Inhale, press your heel away. Exhale, pull your toes towards you. Good. One more time. Inhale, press your heels away. Exhale, take your right leg out to the side, grab behind your knee. Good. And then inhale, press your heels away. Exhale, pull your toes towards you. Inhale, press your heel away. Exhale, pull your toes towards you. Nice. And then come back to center. Take your right ankle onto your left knee. Palms facing down. Pull your legs in towards your chest. Good. And then just using your legs, see if you can pull that right knee away. And add your arms. Grab your right foot with your left hand. Press your right knee away. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lengthen your spine. Exhale. Good. Left foot on the mat. Hands out to the side. Palms facing down. Bring your right foot over to the left. Get it onto the mat or onto the floor. Good. Pressing your right foot. Lengthen your spine. And then take your left hand and press it into your thigh. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Come back to center. Take a happy baby, grabbing the inside of your knees, the inside of your ankles, or the inside of your feet. Taking your legs nice and wide. And then bring both feet to the mat, send your left leg up towards the sky. Press to that right foot, and then either fingertips behind your leg, or you don't have to use your hand, but inhale, press that heel away, press it straight for you. So even if that means taking it towards the front of the room, exhale, pull your toes toward you, feel stretching your calf. Good. Inhale, press your heel away. Exhale, pull your toes toward you. And then inhale, press your heel away. Take your left foot out to the side. Keep that right hip on the ground. Nice. Try and make that left leg straight. So even if that means taking it farther away, that's right, Farzaneh. Press into that wall. Nice. Take your fingertips behind your knee, maybe. Inhale, press your heel away. Exhale, pull your toes towards you. Inhale, press your heel away. Exhale, pull your toes towards you. And inhale, press your heel away. Exhale, take your left ankle on top of your right knee. Press that left knee away, just using your legs. Good, and then pull your legs in towards your chest. Jump using your legs. Then grab with your hands. So press your left hand into your knee. Pull your left foot towards you. And pull that right knee into your left ankle. Press that left ankle into your right knee. Relax your shoulders, lengthen your spine. Nice. And then right foot to the mat. Hands on the mat. Switch over to the left. Get that left foot onto the ground. Lengthen your spine. And then take your right hand into your left knee. Press it away. And then breathe. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Good. Come back to center. Happy baby, wide. So take your legs wide. Grab the inside of your knees, or the inside of your ankles, or the inside of your feet. So go nice and wide so there's no irritation in the front of your hip point. Nice. And then make your way up to sitting. So maybe rock and roll because that's fun. Or you can just roll to one side, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Nice. Good job. And then let's make our way into downward facing dog. So take your hands underneath you. You're not going to totally forget about all the shoulder work we've been doing. And then pressing your right hand and like you're opening a jar, squeeze into the right hand grip and kind of isometrically turn that right hand out. So it's not going to actually turn. If you feel like you're turning and opening a jar with your right hand, then add your left hand. Nice. So press your hands, open that jar. Good. And then come up to downward facing dog. And then we're in the hand position that we like, right? So our hands are either neutral, turned out, or turned in. Good. And then come forward to plank or almost plank if you have wrist issues. Nice. And back to down dog. Nice. And then come almost to plank if you have wrist issues or all the way to the plank if you don't. Good. Grab that mat, use your legs, use your core. Come back to down dog. Nice. And then come almost to plank or to plank. Make your way onto the floor. Most of you on your knees. Good. Come all the way down. Hands next to you. Inhale. Lengthen your spine. Exhale. Add your arms. Maybe add your legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right arm on top of left. Bend your knees. Take your legs from side to side. Nice. We're going to do that one more time. Good. Bring your chin to the mat. Bring your hands next to you. Inhale. Lift your chest. Feel that strengthening in your upper back. Exhale. Add your arms. Turn your hands face down. Feel the strengthening in the backs of your arms. And then if it doesn't hurt your low back, lift your legs. If it hurts your low back, ignore that. Strengthening your hamstrings, strengthening your glutes. And then left elbow on top of right. Bend your knees. Go from side to side. Turn your head the other way. Nice. And then slide your hands next to you, fingertips are next to your chest. Hug your elbows in, there's money there. And then lift your shoulders up. So hug your elbows in, lift your shoulders up. So not even your head yet. And then low cobra, squeezing your booty, medium cobra, or upward facing dog, yogi's choice. Gripping the mat again, so gripping and turning up. And then down dog or puppy pose. Nice. Come part way to plank and then grip the mat, come back to down dog. Press it away and then bend your right knee. Bend your left knee. Bend your right knee. Bend your left knee. Nice. And then maybe you're on all fours, or maybe you're in down dog. Take that right leg up behind you. Make it strong, like you just did when we were upside down. Good. Bring that right leg over to visit the left. And then bend your knee, keeping your weight even in your hands. Open that hip. Good. And then turn, and then you're either in sunbird or you're in plank with your leg up, three-legged dog. So you're either here or you're here. Good. Come back to three-legged dog. Nice. And then come forward to plank or three-legged plank or sunbird. And then three-legged dog. And then come forward to plank, drop your knee, bring your right foot forward. So I just made up that version. Hopefully it works for everyone. Good. So press into that front foot. Press into your back foot. Make sure your back foot is directly behind your left hip. Nice, Deb Rauscher. And then corset your hands. So all that's going to apply, right? Lift and lengthen your chest. Good. And then inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, sweep your arms back, come back, stretch. Good. Inhale, use your core, come forward. Exhale, maybe you bring your fingers down and stretch, but keep that back straight, not rounded. Good. Inhale, come on up. Good. Exhale, maybe your hands are on your thighs, stretch. Good. And then dig that right heel in. So you're engaging that hamstring. So bend your knee and then straighten it. Nice. Bend your knee and then straighten it. Nice. Good. Come forward to plank on your knees or regular plank, whatever suits you. Claw the mat. Come forward and down. Nice. And then this one we're going to do Sphinx pose. So interlace your hands. Pull your elbows apart and press into your forearms. Good. Lift your chest, inhale, and then exhale. Pull your belly in and up, engage your glutes, pull your shoulder blades back. And then inhale, lift your hips, check in with your neck, or your hips and your knees. Good. Press off your toes, come forward, inhale. Exhale, keep your gaze down, not underneath you or forward. And then knees down, hips down. Press into your forearms. And then inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, pull your low belly in and up, engage your glutes, lift your shoulders a little higher. And then come back down, head in line with your fingers. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, lift your hips and your knees if it's okay for your neck. And then while you're here, press off your toes so that you're looking at your thumbs. Pull your belly in and up, use your legs. Knees down, hips down. Come all the way down to the mat. Slide your fingers next to you. Good. So your fingertips are next to your chest. Hug those elbows in tight. And then lift your shoulder blades. And from here, low cobra, medium cobra, claw the mat, or upward facing dog. Nice. And then come on back. Puppy pose or downward facing dog. Nice, then come partway to plank, grip the mat. So turn on those jars. Step after, try turning your hands out a little. See how that feels. So turn your, not farther, but out. Turn your hands out so that your thumb is more facing the front of the mat. Good. And then press in your hands. Good. This time, lift your heels off the mat. Feel that nice stretch in the backs of your hamstrings. Good. And then you're either going to come on to all fours and send that left leg back, or you're going to come to three-legged dog. Either way, press in your hands, pull your belly in and up, bring it on back. Good. Come back to three-legged dog. I'm doing this in a different order than the last time. Good. Come on back. And then now bend your knee, open your hip. Make your weight even in your hands. Good. And then come forward. Step that left foot forward. So I'm going to drop my knees, step my left foot forward. Nice. Good job, you guys. Press into that left foot. Press into your back foot. And then corset your spine. And then inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, let's pull that left leg back. So I'm going to say hands on your thighs. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, pull it back. Just put your hands where you can do it, where your back is straight. See how my back is nice and straight? Nice, good. One more time. Inhale, come on up. And then exhale, bring your legs back. You can have your fingertips on the floor or on blocks. And then bend that knee. So bend that knee a little bit and then pull it to straight. Good. And then bend that knee and then pull it to straight. Nice. And then bend that knee, come forward. Good. We're going to say rest, do a down dog, or do plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Yogi's choice. I will wait for you. I promise to wait for you. And then just meet me in downward facing dog. Good. And then just catch your breath. Feel that length in your spine. Lift your heels. Good. And then bend your knees like forward, walk or float to the front of the mat. We're going to flat back, lift and lengthen. Stay there or fold, grabbing your elbows. And then inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Nice. All right. We're going to come on up and we're going to do our squatting lunge. So hands on your hips, lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, press into your thighs. Nice. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, bend your knees, press into your thighs. Nice. Inhale, come on up. Good. And then half salutation. Press into your feet, squeeze your booty. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, flat back or fold. So just focusing on your breath. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Press into your feet, pull your belly in and up. Exhale. Good. Standing lunges. Press into your feet. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, flat back or fold. You want to take out some of the folds, go ahead. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your right foot back a little bit wider than you think into a lunge. Take your hands on your legs. And press your hands into your legs into your hands. Nice. And sweep your arms up. Nice. And then hands to the mat. Down dog. Down dog, plank down dog. Or down dog, plank, chaturanga. Plug in, lift your shoulders, low cobra, medium cobra, upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. The yogi's choice. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. So claw the mat again. Nice. Take that right leg up behind you. And then step your right foot to your right hand. So maybe you come onto your knees. Maybe you just can send it through. And then come into a lunge. So again, hands on your legs. Press your hands into your legs into your hands. Lengthen your spine. And then left foot comes to right. On the flat back. Hold. Let gravity do the work. And then inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Left leg, inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, flat back or fold. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen your spine. Exhale, left leg back and wide. Hands on your legs. Press your legs into your hands into your legs. Good job, you guys. Good form. And then sweep your arms up. Good. And then exhale. Down dog, plank, down dog. You could do forearm plank. You could do locust. You can skip it. Whatever your body needs. Nice. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Good. Then in down dog or on your knees, bring that left leg up behind you. Good. And then bring your left foot to your left hand. Good. So, and then hands on your legs. Yep, you can be on all fours, doesn't matter. And then lift on up to a lunge, hands on your legs. Lengthen your spine, bring your hands to prayer. Nice. And then right foot forward, come to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, one more time. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, flat back or fold. Inhale, flat back. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, right foot back. Hands on your thighs. Press your legs into your hands into your legs. Good. And then exhale, pull your belly in and up. Look up. Good. Exhale, hands to downward facing dog. Hang out here. Do down dog, plank, down dog. Do plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Skip it and rest. I'm going to be in down dog, hanging out. Nice. Good job. Right leg up behind you. Bend your knee, open your hip. Good. And then step your right foot forward. This time, let's drop your knee. We'll do a little twist here. Good. So press in your right foot. Press in your back foot. Corset your spine. And then take your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Press your knee in your hand into your knee. Reach that right arm back. So you're going to be like in a warrior too. Good. Keeping that action in your right knee, add your left arm. So nice twist. That's right, Dennis. Grab me the hammer. Can you get me some sugar? Nice. And then hands down. Lift that back leg, lengthen your spine. Bring your left foot forward, come to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Left side. Inhale, press in your feet, lift and lengthen your spine. Exhale, flat back or fold. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen your spine. Exhale, send that left leg back and wide. Hands on your thighs. Press your hands into your thighs into your hands. See how that pushes your feet down. Nice. And then inhale, sweep your arms forward and up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. And then forward to plank and back to down dog. Maybe down onto your knees. Maybe locust pose. Maybe chaturanga. Yogi's choice. Yogi's choice. Take your option. Yeah, Varsney. Good. Downward facing dog. Nice. And then either on your knees or in down dog, take that left leg up behind you. I like to do this as an additional kind of stretch in my left leg. Good. And then on your knees or not, step that left foot forward, drop your right knee. We're going to do that twist on this side. So take a moment, hands on the outside of your legs. Good. Then course it around your spine. Take your right hand on the outside of that left knee. So you press your hand into your knee into your hand. So lift and lengthen, reach that left arm back. Good. And then add your right arm. So like a warrior two. Nice. And then fingertips to the mat, lift your back leg. Step your right foot forward, coming to flat back. Good. Exhale, fold. Notice how your legs feel having rolled. Mine feel really nice. Good. And then inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good job. All right, let's take our feet wide. We'll do a little bit more opening here. So take our feet wide and then bend your right knee. Open this inner groin. Take your right hand, press it into your right knee. Good. Then other side. Nice. Then back. And your right knee, press into your right knee with your right elbow, and then left. Nice. And then hands on your back, stay flat back or fold. Nice. Inhale, come on up. Turn your right foot out. Heel to heel or heel to arch. Look at your feet, make sure that your back foot is not turned in, that it's parallel or slightly turned out. Then lift your toes, lift your pelvic floor, dig into your pelvis, corners, triangle, right? Drop your toes. And then add your left arm, turn on your back leg. Add your right arm, turn on your right leg. Good. And then bend. And then exhale, lift. And then bend. And then lift. Good. And then bend. And then lift. And then we're going to come into triangle. So press near your feet, engage your pelvic floor. Good. Take your left hand on your hip for now. Take your right hand to the outside of your right leg. So I don't care how low you go, and I want your left hip to kind of roll down. I want you to press on that outer right leg, and it'll press into your foot. Nice. And then you can send your left arm up. Nice. Good job. And then come on up. Step that back foot in. With or without a block. Reach your hand forward so that you have no weight on your left foot to the right. And then exhale, press that foot straight. Yeah, it's like you're giving me a kick. Nice. Add your arm if you're steady. Don't add it if you're not. Give yourself some time. You haven't been doing this, Allison, and then come on down. Nice. And then come back to center. Let's go right and left. And right now, this time, if you want to add lifting your feet, if you're like, oh, I'm more open now. If you don't lift your feet. You can feel that engagement in your groin. Nice. And then turn to the left. So left heel in line with the side of the mat. Look at your back foot. I'm going to kick my back heel out a little. Nice. So turn your back foot out a little. That's right, Melissa. See how that changes your hips? Nice. Then lift your toes, lift that pelvic floor. Drop your toes. Nice. Add your right arm. Add your left arm. Good. And then bend, inhale. Exhale, reach. Bend, inhale. Exhale, reach. Nice. Bend, inhale. Exhale, reach. Nice. And then take your right hand on your hip. We're not going to worry about that right now. Take that left hand to the back of your left leg. Press your hand into your leg into your hand. Why am I going to the back? Because then this is where we want to go for half moon. But then reach that right arm up, lengthen your spine, press into your feet. See if you can pull your pelvic floor towards your sacrum. Nice. Then bring your right hand on your hip to step that right foot forward. So that's just going to be easy for you. So you can set yourself up. Yes. Palm to the side. Pull your pelvic floor towards your sacrum. Lean and hand comes onto a block or onto the mat, just to the left of you. Nice. From there, take that right foot up. Good job, you guys. Make that foot flex it. Give me a kick. And then if you want, you can add your top arm. Don't worry about it. So Allison, turn your chest towards the bed and put your tushy on the dresser. And hopefully you don't get one of those handles. Dear, good. Nice. Nice. And then exhale, come on down. Good job, you guys. Let's come into this Malasana squat. Press your elbows into your thighs into your elbows. Good. And then come all the way down, come onto your back, and we're gonna do crow on our back. So bring your legs in, head on the floor, and then take your hands in between your legs, lift. So press your legs into your arms into your legs. Nice. And then come on down. Take your hands behind your head, and then just do little sit-ups here. So crunch, crunch. So you can keep your hands behind your head, or you can keep your hands in front of you, whatever feels good for you. Crunch, 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 crunch. Good. And then take your legs into a happy baby, or take them from side to side. Nice. And then you can do that again. If that was like, this is good, that's your abs and your hip flexors. Or come and sit up. You can do regular boat, you can do straight leg boat, or, because we've been doing a lot of hips, sit up tall, feet together, press your arms into your legs, legs into your arms. Nice. Good job, you guys. All right, and then if you're on the floor, you can do happy baby. If you're sitting, let's do butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. So press into those thighs. Nice. Good, Deborah out there. Deborah out was doing bicycles. She's like, I'm good. All right, and then you can be on your back. You can be sitting up, or if you want to do regular crow, feet are together. Pull your arms in. Look forward. And then just rock until you've got it. Otherwise, do boat, do crow seated, do whatever feels good for you. Nice. Good job. All right, and then let's make our way onto our backs. We're going to do bridge, and then we're going to rest. Good job. All right, so make your way onto your backs. I can tell that people's wrists are kind of bothering them, so let's just take some wrist circles. To the right, to the left. Nice. And then make your way onto your backs. Put your arms overhead. Oh, this was low. Sorry. Okay. Put your arms overhead. Good. And then press into your feet, press into your outer feet, and then lift your hips and lower. Lift your hips and lower. And then lift your hips, stay there. or bring your hands next to you, grabbing the sides of the mat, or interlace your hands underneath you, pressing into the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, squeezing your glutes. Nice, and then release your hands, bring your glutes to the mat. Take your legs as wide as the mat, go from side to side. Nice, we're gonna do that one more time. So if you have knee issues, take your feet a little wider. Start with your arms overhead, especially if you have back issues. Pressing your feet down and out to the side, and then lift and lower. Lift and lower, and then lift. Keep your arms there if your back is bothering you, or bring your hands next to you, grabbing the sides of the mat, or interlace your hands underneath you, or maybe come up onto your heels. Maybe take your hands underneath your back, really opening up the front of your hips. And then exhale, come all the way down. Take your legs as wide as the mat. And windshield wiper your legs. Nice. And then I'm gonna just do pigeon on my back. If you wanna do regular pigeon, you can do that. I feel super relaxed down here, so stay in this back bend prep. I'm gonna actually take my right knee on top of my left, so just do a slightly different than pigeon. Yep. Hug your knees in. Grab your shins. So this is more IT band. You can do ankle to knee, but I'm gonna do knee on knee. Nice. You can grab your shins, you can grab your feet if you're more open, Allison. Nice. And then hands out to the side, twist to the left. Wow. And as much as we rolled over there, my right glute is like, really, I could use some more. Nice. Come back to center, bring your feet to the mat. Take your left knee on top of your right, hug your knees in. Twist over to the right. Lengthen your spine. Feel that nice stretch in your outer glute. Nice. And then come back to center and just settle onto the mat. You can end seated, you could end laying down. See what your body needs. And then just remember that yoga is about discovering who you already are, not trying to be someone else. And then with that in mind, bring your focus to the mental content going on in your mind. What is it about? Who is it about? And just take in that information. And then what is the tone of the content? Are you anxious? Are you calm? Are you annoyed? Are you at peace? And then just take in that information. And then bring your focus to your sensory body. So the sound or the feeling, your breath coming in and your breath coming out. what is the tone of your breath? Is it fast and rapid? Is it slow and calm? Is it sluggish? And then just note what that is. Note what's going on for you in your physical body, in your breath, in the tone of your mental content. Just take this opportunity to go deeper into who you really are. And then as you're ready on your next exhale, gently roll to one side, hugging your knees to your chest. Feeling in what you learned about yourself without judgment. And then gently pressing on up to a comfortable seated position.